Hey guys, so this is a preliminary analysis for Coppelia, and they actually introduced an entire new mechanics. And because of that, her kit is actually pretty simple. It's not like, she do a certain things, then provide a certain buff, then that buff do something else, and then that something else triggers something else. So it's not like that. So as long as you understand this new mechanics, which is instrument, then everything should be rather easy to understand. All right, so instrument archetype is that there will be a new type of incantation called energy. I think you can just pause this video and read it if you want to, but let me show you the pictures directly. All right, so here you can see at the spell dock, there are 4 energy: mineral energy, star energy. So this energy cards replaces the incantation, and the incantation now are below the AP dock. So you can see there are 2 cards below the AP area. Those are instrument, or in other words, those are the action, the skills. Okay. And their Moxie is replaced by synchronization. That is the same one as Ezio. Ezio has synchronization as well. Okay, but yeah, you wouldn't want to use Ezio in this team, all right? So it just replaces the Moxie mechanics. And when it is full, it will also release ultimate. So you won't get their ultimate on the spell dock, okay? The small number at the top left of the instrument, you can see the yellow one has 2, the blue one has 1. Those are the number of energy required to trigger it. So let's say if you use 2 star energy, and since regular skill only need 1 star, then it will trigger twice. But for Coppelia's, it's 2 energy, so you need to use 2 mineral in order to trigger that once. Apart from that, there will be a new tuning specifically for this archetype. So this new tuning, the first one, you can use it to replace one chosen energy card to another new energy card. Or you can use 40 Vertin Moxie in order to generate a reserve energy card. That is Universal Energy 2. Not exactly sure what that is because they never show it in the showcase. So anyway, let's move on. So there's also at the top right of the battle screen, there's this sword symbol and there's this circle symbol, a target. So based on the total energy that you use or you accumulated, okay, because you see at the bottom there are the star that has double star, 1 star. So the first one there is based on the total energy. So it's likely that you'll get higher energy than the times that you use the energy card, which is why now you see the sword symbol is level 10, the target symbol is level 7. Okay, because the target symbol is based on the number of energy card that you use. And the higher it goes, I believe it should provide some form of stat boost so you do more damage. But they never show that, so I'm not exactly sure. So apart from the type of action, that one that is shown below the AP area. So each character has its own unique energy card as well. What I mean by action is like Regulus having skill 1 and skill 2. But now if Regulus Euphoria is for instrument, she also can generate unique energy card that is respective to her kit. So you can see the blue one that is in the shape of a music disc. That one belongs to Regulus. What exactly the effect, I'm not too sure, but yeah. And then the double star also belong to Regulus. The normal star, that is, I think, general. As for, if you see, there is the yellow color card with a hand picture there. That one belongs to Coppelia. Those cards, apart from providing energy, also has a certain utility to it. So you would want to use that whenever it is available. Okay, so now that we understand the instrument mechanics, so let us look into Coppelia's kit. I0 will not have normal incantation and ultimate. Instead, charge instrument with energy to release incantation. Moxie is replaced by synchronization. At the start of the round, Coppelia increases self-synchronization. When an ally triggers an instrument based on the number of energy consumed, Coppelia gains skill step, which increases her ultimate might. When entering battle, increase crit damage. When entering battle, increase instrument might of all allies and increase self-synchronization. So instrument might is something like incantation might. So it enhances the skill but not the ultimate. Her energy card, there is two. The first one is gain several mineral energy. That one is the double mineral card. While the special energy card here is interval skip, which gains several mineral energy, and Coppelia gain interval step. So interval step further increase her ultimate might. As for her skill, you should be able to select, right, if you want to be the attack or the buff skill. Same as Regulus, you can also select. So here, the first skill, skill 1, needs 2 energy. It's a single relative damage based on the level of instrument energy consumption. This is the, I believe this is a sword symbol that I showed you previously. On the top right of the screen, there will be the sword and target. So this one is a sword one. So based on that, she will do more damage, deal extra relative damage, and increase her synchronization. Skill 2 is a buff. It needs 0 energy. If it needs 0 energy, it will only trigger once. It will not trigger multiple times. Okay, so it will grant exhaust. It's a mass buff. All ally enter unison. Okay, so exhaust, after an instrument release this incantation, stop this instrument, which is only one time. And for mass buff, unison, increase critical rate based on Coppelia's critical damage, increase critical damage. And lastly, for her ultimate, Flux Finger Training, mass relative damage to all enemies based on the stack of interval steps, deal further relative damage to main target. After attacking, consume interval steps to increase the level of instrument energy consumption and give instrument tuning to self and the ally directly behind self. Flux, after releasing the instrument, changes to the corresponding incantation. Instrument tuning 1, decrease energy needed to trigger instruments. And since this is an entirely new mechanics, I'm not exactly sure like how many percent of synchronization we get after using energy card, all those things, so I can't really analyze the rotation. And for her teammate, definitely Regulus, because Regulus is an instrument character. Then for the other two, possibly you want to bring a sustain, obviously a passive sustain like Marsha, which is also what they use in the showcase. And then maybe if you want another character can increase ult might, because Coppelia has a bunch of ultimate might, which means her main damage should come from her ultimate. So bring someone that can boost her ultimate damage, but not, I mean, just remember that she doesn't need Moxie. So those mechanics that increases Moxie doesn't work on her. Okay, and she doesn't consume Moxie. So you don't want to bring Moldir into the party because you can't build up her force field, right? But I believe down the line there will be more instrumentation characters, and those are the characters that you want to bring and form this instrument archetype. Okay, Rhiannon definitely can work because Rhiannon has the instrumentation tag, and her skill are AP free, so it doesn't interrupt the energy or the instrument characters. Okay, so anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching and have a good day.